Welcome, guys. This is the MMA Neighborhood. I'm Devin,
And I'm Steven.
and we are back again for UFC 259.
Yup.
Blachowicz versus Adesanya.
Yup.
The post.
The post, bro.
What a great night, though, right?
Dude,
what a
well,
great night.
first of all, cheers,
Cheers,
sir.
brother.
Cheers,
Cheers.
sir. There you
And
go.
cheers to the MMA Neighborhood, baby. Yeah, we had a great night. I think to start off, we're going to go over the main event of the prelims.
Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute. There's a couple of fights. In the prelims, I want to go over real quick.
Go ahead.
I do want to say that, or actually just one of the fights. Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Carlos Ulberg. Dude, this was a fight. It was a back and forth light heavyweight bout. The Carlos looked like he was about to knock Kennedy out like multiple times, but Kennedy stuck in it. You know what I'm saying? And Kennedy ended up knocking Carlos out in the second round, and it was brutal.
Nice.
And I do want to say this. There was only one fight of the night in this whole night, and it was Kennedy versus Carlos.
I disagree with that.
Dude, bro,
But
it was an amazing fight, and I can't believe there was only one fight of the night. And yeah, and it was a great fight. And Tim Elliott ended the early prelims, and he got the unanimous decision.
Did he win? I heard he bet like his house on that fight.
Tim Elliott looked phenomenal.
I heard Tim Elliott bet his house on his own fight.
I mean,
and he
good.
got it.
He looked phenomenal. He looked phenomenal.
I wish not too much for Benavidez though, huh? He looked like
Joseph Benavidez, man. You know what? Actually, I'll save that comment for later. But yeah, Benavidez, everyone knew he was going to lose. And then shockingly, Song Yadong lost.
Damn.
I know, damn it, I like Yadong.
I like the Yadong too.
You know what I'm saying? And now we are going to go over Dominic Cruz versus Casey Kenny.
Mr. Cruz.
Oh,
Mr.
shoot.
Cruz. Dominic Cruz, the Dominator.
Yep.
I like to see him back in action.
Yeah, well, Dominic Cruz got the win. It was a split decision. It was a close fight. Honestly, it was, Dominic Cruz wasn't as hopping around as he usually is. He wasn't going into the pocket and zooming back out. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of stale in his movement for me.
For a little bit, but I think he finally got his groove. I think he took a little bit to warm
his
up.
Head movement saved him. Hands down, that fight, his head movement is what saved him from actually getting demolished.
And some forward aggression, too.
Yeah, but you know what? Casey Kenny was actually finding a home and finding, reading Cruz at certain points with when Cruz would duck down and do an overhand. He kind of was getting predictable. Cruz was with that, and so I could see like Casey Kenny was landing at certain points, but Cruz, ended up edging him out and getting the split decision. Was it the comeback fight performance that I wanted to see? No. I think he still has it. I'm not too sure what was going on with this. Maybe he was playing it a little safe, but that's taking something away from Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny actually fought well. Yeah. He fought well against an amazing fighter. So, I mean, I'm glad my guy won. Our guy won.
Yeah, I'm glad Cruz got back in the win column. However, his lateral movement, it was kind of lacking.
Yeah.
His head movement was good, and it took him a while to fire up. He said he trained backstage for like 45 minutes. I think that he said it helped him, but I don't know if that helped or not.
Yeah.
And what about, he did good. I think he came back strong. He was countering strong. He knew he had to win those last two rounds, or the first and third.
Yeah.
And he knew he had to win that last round.
Yeah, for sure.
And he came in hot.
I mean, it was an entertaining fight. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't boring.
Was the other guy even ranked? I don't even think he was ranked at the time. So
I don't think so either.
I mean,
no, he wasn't.
Does it put him back in a good spot? Not really. I think I don't know. Really, who the heck does he fight next?
I mean, Dominic Cruz moved up 2 spots. He's number 9 now.
Number 9. Who would you think he would pair against next?
I mean, put Dominic Cruz up next to Frankie Edgar.
I was thinking that. Or Garbrandt. Never know.
No. Garbrandt's way ahead of him.
Okay. Edgar is not that far though, right?
Edgar, Dominic Cruz is 9. Edgar's in 7.
Yeah, that'd be a cool matchup.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that
because Cruz got a wrestling background. Edgar's coming off the most vicious knockout loss I've ever fucking seen. You know what I'm saying? So I'd say make that fight. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens with the crew. Did you hear about him calling out the Monster executive?
Huh?
His promotion is Monster, or his sponsor. My bad. His sponsor is Monster.
Uh-huh.
And he called out some guy because he wants to like make him take selfies with him and shit and promote him. He called him out.
Wait, I'm so confused right now. What's happening?
Yeah, Cruz called out some guy off Monster to do like a charity event.
Okay.
And I don't know. I thought it was kind of random.
That is random because I don't.
He called out some dude from Monster
To fight?
Yeah, dude. What do you feel about that?
It's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Wouldn't you take the time to call out like a real guy, right?
He was probably just making a statement of a fucking something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But I like seeing him win again, right?
Yeah, for sure. Versus Edgar. Knock Edgar out again. Fucking send his ass packing.
on.
Boy, get it. Come on. Bang.
Moving on to the
That's right. You don't like
main card, UFC 259.
We gonna start this main card off with a doozy, sir. Light heavyweight about Thiago Santos versus Alexander Radic.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Hey.
This was I don't know, it was slow paced for me.
Well, you know what? They're two dangerous people. First of all, I picked Radic. Everyone, just so if you remember, I'm pretty sure Devin, you picked Santos, I believe.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's right, you did, huh? That's right. I just like reminding you of your losses.
I know.
But you know what? Radic was very much. Santos would do a kick, and Radic would do two more. You know what I'm saying? He was very much keeping up the pace and making sure he stayed above even versus Santos. Overall, I think Radic just he handled his own versus a dangerous guy like that.
I don't think he did it in exciting fashion. I think this fight got real stale, real fast. It stayed stale.
Yeah.
But you're right about Santos is slumping right now.
What I tell you?
Dude.
I told your ass.
And that's 3 in a row now. And that fight, he looked like a shell of himself. He really did not do anything. He didn't do anything the whole fight.
Bro.
And Radic didn't really take any risk himself, but he controlled the pressure, controlled the fight.
Yeah.
Landed more strikes. Santos froze.
Yeah.
So honestly, he might be.
It's basically what I predicted.
He might be a loss away from a retirement fight.
I mean, how old is he though?
I think he's mid-30s, but I mean, the way they're cutting people lately, it's like 4 fights you're out, dude. He's on 30-fight lose streak.
They'll give him another shot for sure.
And speaking, I actually thought of a good fight next for him. Actually,
who?
Anthony Smith, a rematch.
What?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Anthony Smith has a fight right now.
Well. Or if he doesn't,
Anthony Smith, I think he's called for right now.
Smith just lost to Radic too. They're both coming off a loss to Radic, and I think it'd be a good matchup.
Let's see. I mean, it'd be dope to see there's really not a whole lot going on in light heavyweight.
Yeah, I think Anthony Smith's a great match for him.
What about
Ozdemir? I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while. It'd be cool to see him too.
I feel like he just fought. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Yeah, I'm thinking of Volkan.
About the same guy, Volkan Ozdemir.
What's the heavyweight guy? His name's Volkov.
Oh, Volkov. Yeah.
Volkov. That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. Light heavyweight's kind of dead, honestly.
Well, Radic.
He's number 2 now.
He's number 2 now. Damn.
Glover Teixeira is number 1.
Damn. We'll get into that later, actually.
Yeah.
But moving on to the next one, lightweight scrap was coming down.
Dude, Islam Makhachev versus Drew Dober.
Damn.
Bro.
I believe you're right again, Steve-O.
I am right again.
Khabib Jr. Islam Khabib Jr.
Dude, he's himself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, he dominated that fight.
Yeah, this one was I was scared to bet on because I knew Drew Dober was a little too big, too muscular, and if Islam could get him down, it was pretty much over from there because the guy's too muscular. He's gonna burn out faster than a normal dude.
And you know what? It's not like he did take him down, but he was beating his ass on the ground too.
Yeah, and
he was beating him up.
I don't know if
everywhere.
It's second or third round, but he got the nasty ass armbar on that fool.
Dude, that was
wicked.
Ooh,
So Dober didn't pull through. His power didn't make it, and the technique, the wrestling overpowered him, man.
Yup. It eventually ended in the third round with a submission.
Damn.
Yup. Islam, bro.
Khabib Jr. You think he's coming up or what?
Dude, flip, yeah, dog. Come on now, man.
Well, do you think? I mean, he had a good call out too. Did you hear his call out?
What
He
was
called
it?
out Tony Ferguson, bro.
Well, Tony Ferguson just got a fight.
I know. I just seen that.
So,
But it was a good call out. I mean, I would like to see it.
let's
But Ferguson's fighting
Darush is called for
Darush,
too because Islam's now 11. Paul Felder's 10, but I don't see him fighting him. Darush 9 is. What about Dan Hooker?
yeah, or Charles Oliveira. Fuck it.
Charles.
Or he just waits for the winner of Ferguson.
Nah, dude, I want him to stay active.
Yeah,
I want him to stay active. Look, Dan Hooker's coming off a bad knockout loss.
Yeah,
So have Islam go against Dan Hooker, see what's good.
not bad. Or RDA.
RDA's number 7. I
Yeah.
wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, RDA might be hot.
I mean,
even RDA's been talking about that. He's like, I want the Khabib package, like him. and
Oh,
Khabib.
that's right.
Yeah.
Man, let Islam eat RDA up
Yeah,
and spit him back out. You know what I'm saying,
Let's see it. Let's see it, bro.
dude?
So I was 2 down.
Dude, that was overall a great fight, though.
It was. It started getting hot after that, and it got real hot because the hottest it got right now was the first title fight of the night, the bantamweight fighter, the bantamweight champion, Peter Yan versus #1 contender, Aljamain Sterling. And man, this was as hot as it gets.
Now, this was something we're gonna have to dive into.
Bro, every part of this fight lived up to its expectations.
Dude, I'm surprised. Like, even though it ended the way it did, how is this not a fight of the night? There's only one fight of the night this
That's
whole
what
card.
I'm saying.
Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, and if not, fight of the year so far, because these guys put it all on the line. As soon as the bell rang, Aljamain Sterling's coming in hot. He's throwing combinations on Peter Yan. He's hitting him in the body. He's cracking him with kicks, punches, everything you could think of.
Yup.
And Peter Yan, I was kind of scared for him because he's taking some shots
Dude.
that are like really in-gaming shots. You know?
Sterling was really hurting him in the earlier rounds.
Yeah.
Like the first and second round, I think Sterling was really getting him. He was
Right.
really checking him in all the right places, you know,
Yeah.
keeping him on a safe distance and just going in there, handling it, and zooming back out, you know.
But don't forget, in that first round, even though Sterling was handling them,
Yes.
Peter Yan got a drop down.
It was a pretty epic drop down.
He knocked Sterling on his ass, baby.
Yes,
First
yes.
round. So the first round, Sterling was winning, but with that knockdown, I think Peter Yan got it with the knockdown. 10-9, though, no 10-8. But in the second round, Sterling said, fuck it, I'm still going to come at him hard. And I believe Sterling definitely took over that second round.
Dude. Yeah, that second round was all Sterling, man. Like, really just came into it and just boom.
Yeah. But moving on to the later rounds, third and fourth, it seemed like Peter Yan was starting to
Dude, yeah.
able to find a home for his right hand and left, and he was countering pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, dude. Once he got into the third round, the tide started to turn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, shit. Because I had Sterling going down, or Sterling winning.
Mm-hmm.
And, boy, I was starting to worry because we had a shoebie placed on this bet.
Oh, we did.
On this fight. We had a shoebie. You know what I'm saying?
Sterling was still doing great, but it seemed like he was starting to fade just a little bit with all the pressure he's putting on.
But you know what? He never quit.
He did not.
He never
sure.
quit.
And third round's it was close. The third round's close. The fourth round is when it was really.
Well, before you get into the fourth round, I do want to point out that Sterling was landing more shots in like the first 2 rounds, I think.
Yeah.
And I think the third and fourth round, Yan was landing more shots.
Right.
I do want to point that out. Sterling was landing more.
Sterling had a great pressure, momentum, but however, it was Jan's fucking defense was just phenomenal that night.
Yeah.
You know, he just knew how to cover up. He did eat a lot of body shots, but the fourth round, Sterling fades and Yan starts taking over the game.
Didn't Yan like catch like a few flying knees?
To the face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
Yeah.
he caught a few flying knees. I'm just like, this dude,
crazy.
Take another one.
I told you he's a Terminator, bro. Or
Bro.
actually, it's a Dober was, but this dude looks like a little Terminator himself, man.
Dude, so yeah, we get into the fourth round.
Fourth, Jan's starting to take over. Sterling's fading. Jan's countering
Hardcore,
hard.
fading hard.
And you know what? Jan's has this really good judo trip every time too. He's throwing this judo trip, throwing Sterling on the ground. And I think they were counting as takedowns, and it was landing well. But yeah, it got interesting at the very end of this fourth round.
It got
and
interesting.
Steve and I did call the fourth round inning, but not like this.
Yes, we both called the round, but not like this. Basically, Sterling ended up on the ground. Jan's standing up. Sterling has his knees down. Actually, let me rephrase. He has one knee down and one foot up, like kind of kneeling down on the ground on the mat.
Yeah.
Jan has his hands on Sterling's head and just fucking straight up knees him in the dome piece. And Sterling falls back, and I immediately stand up to like, that's fucking illegal.
Yeah, and everybody did. I mean, but the thing is, it's still controversial because Jan thought his hands were up, so he didn't think he was grounded. The ref said he was grounded, but there's a language barrier. I don't know if Jan really thought he was doing it on purpose or not, even though it was definitely
100% illegal.
Legal, but I don't know if he thought that it was illegal because there's so much time in between that shot. Dude, so yeah, he lands his knee to the head.
If you watch a replay of that sequence of events of him standing at him, he's standing there looking. Jan's not in any rush,
right?
And he just boom, knees him in the fucking head.
But to think if he knew that, would he do that on purpose?
Bro,
I don't think so.
I'm not saying he did it. Dude, I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that, whether he did it on purpose or not. I'm not going to comment on that. What did happen, though, he kneed him in the dome piece.
Right.
And Sterling, they had the camera right there. Sterling was like, look, he's laying on the ground like, I'm okay. It just feels good to stand here. And he's fucking wobbling and shit. And you know what? Jan got DQ'd. He lost the title for kneeing the homeboy in the head.
Sterling didn't want to fight, continue to fight.
Well, you can't fight like that, dog.
I know, it was a bad shot, dude. It was nasty. It was unfortunate as fuck to any MMA fan out there. To be honest, this to me was the fight of the year. It was looking so great.
It was great.
Even though Jan was taking over that fourth and maybe the third, we don't know if how the fifth round would have played out.
What if Sterling landed another fine knee?
Right, we don't know how it would have played out.
What if?
We don't know if Sterling would have lost the fourth, came back the fifth, and you never know.
Yeah. Who knows?
To me, we felt like we all got robbed.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody in the neighborhood got robbed.
There is something I do want to say, though. I've been reading a lot of, on Reddit, Bleacher Report, all these people in the comment section saying Sterling's a great actor, this, that. Damn. He fell, saying, because someone took a picture of Sterling, after the fight with the belt, drinking, whatever. He's just like, I was like, dude, you're fake, all this shit. It's like, dude, first of all, anyone who agrees with that, fuck you, dude. I'm just going to go straight up and say it. Fuck you, dog.
It's a shitty way
it is a shitty way.
It's a shitty way
and
to win a belt.
You can see in Sterling's face that no one wants to win like that. No one wants to win like that.
It's the first time ever anybody has one of those like that. It's the first time ever.
I mean, would you agree with me? Fuck those people, though?
Yeah, I mean,
calling them a fake and shit.
Not a fake.
You get kneed in the face and tell me if you can keep fighting, dog.
It should be a no contest. No one wins. But
no, dude, that's no.
But look,
he got DQ'd.
The reason people get pissed too is because Anthony Smith got the same knee from John Jones, and he kept fighting.
First of all, Anthony Smith wasn't dazed as hell. He was bleeding, but he was standing there like, all right.
But he had the same opportunity.
But yeah, he had 2 minutes left in the fifth round.
I don't know.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was
in the fourth round.
Dude, no, I'm pretty sure it was the fifth round. It was the fifth round. I'm pretty sure.
It was the same opportunity. Not saying anything.
Dude, homeboy couldn't stand.
Look, it is what it is. Aljamain Sterling, he's got the belt.
Still, fuck y'all.
So look,
think that, not the MMA.
Look, all I want, and what's gonna happen is the fucking rematch, because basically that was one of the best fights I've seen all year, if not the best, and we need a real ending to that. And Steve-O is, I gotta say, my boy right here, he was mad to say we don't have to do the Shuby because of the DQ.
Yes.
So the Shuby will prolong to the next event.
To the instant rematch.
When they rematch, we will prolong the Shuby to that event.
Because I'm a man about that shit.
Because he says DQ, and I respect that, and I appreciate it. Because DQ, it's hard to say it's a win, right?
Yeah. Technically, I did win. But
yeah, but you did. You did win.
I did win.
It's a DQ. We don't want to see you go out.
And
like
I'm not
that.
gonna make you drink a Shuby over a DQ.
We don't want to
bro.
see.
I'm not gonna do it.
The Shuby got DQ'd over the DQ.
Yeah,
but it's not officially DQ'd. It's just gonna rematch, and the winner of the rematch.
It's postponed, if anything.
Yeah, it's postponed.
Yeah.
So, but a great fight, dude. Honestly,
it was a great fight.
It lived up to what it was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
and Peter Yan, he switched his stances on that boy, dude.
Dude, Peter Yan did great. He did.
His defense is awesome, but Sterling's just got a mean arsenal. And honestly, I think Sterling just picks his shots a little wiser next time if he can be a little calmer. And, dude, the body shots were ripping him, bro.
Dude, yeah.
I think he just needs to pick him a little smart, not throw so many punches in a combination, and he could probably beat him.
I don't think he should throw as many punches, period. He was killing them with the kicks.
Yeah.
Anything with his Sterling's legs was murdering him. Yeah, the knees, the kicks, the body kicks, everything. Mm-hmm. Bro, it was working.
But Jan's just never seen phase. He just kept coming forward.
I mean, after like the second flying knee, he looked a little stumbled.
There was a part, yeah.
There was a part where he was
it's
like,
"It's a good match, dude. I want to see it so bad again."
Dude, it's gotta be. It has to be an instant rematch. Has to be. Has to be,
boys. It was such a good fight, dude.
Yeah, we could honestly probably keep going on.
It's like you're about to blow a load, and you're like, and then a DQ happens. You're like, fuck, I can't. You're about
finish. You're about to go, but you realize you have to take a piss.
Yeah, dude. It's like it's done. The DQ just like why? The DQ just ruined it all.
Or is that when the flash of your mom pops in your head?
Not even. It just ruined it. It's like someone walked in on you, you know?
Like a grandma?
Maybe. Grandma, no. But damn, dude, I can't wait to see these two fight again. To me, fight of the year so far.
Well, it's gonna happen if they don't make this.
No, they're working on it. It's gonna happen. I hope for sooner than later. Baddest fight I've seen so far, dude.
I mean, it was an amazing fight.
Baddest fight.
It was an amazing fight.
And we're gonna take a quick break. We got a co-main event coming up. And we got a main event. Stay tuned, baby. We're just gonna take a break, get a beer, and get ready.
Ciao, what's good, people? This is the MMA Neighborhood. I'm Steven.
I'm Devin.
And we are going over our post-review of UFC 259 Blachowicz versus Adesanya.
Yes.
And right now, we are going to go over the co-main effing event. Women's featherweight title bout. Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson.
That's right, baby. We got the Lioness, Amanda Nunes, 135 and 145 champion of the world.
Yeah, so it is really exciting to see this fight. Or
was it though? Was it? Well, Megan Anderson had one shot. We all know this, and it was the toes. The big toe. If the big toe don't land the eye, then it's gonna knock her out. I gave her 2 rounds to be nice, and it only took 1.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I put money on it, Megan Anderson, because the odds were just so huge. If she $5 won you, excuse me,
we all know that wasn't gonna happen.
First of all, you don't know. You don't know this.
We all know this. Then let's toe sharpen.
No one thought Cyborg could get knocked out.
Dude.
No one thought that.
This was a chick, though. Let's just put it this way. Can we close down the featherweight division now?
I'm pretty sure that's happening. I'm pretty sure that's happening.
And I heard it was Megan Anderson's last fight on her contract with the UFC, so she's probably going to get booted to the Bellator. She can eat some Cyborg over there.
Can I say one shout out, though, to Megan Anderson?
Baby?
She came out to a Hilltop Hood song. I didn't know Megan Anderson was Australian.
Yeah.
She came out to a rap group by Hilltop Hoods, and I was like, fuck yeah. I'm a huge fan of Megan Anderson now. I will follow her wherever she goes.
Dude. Nunes didn't take long to find a range. She landed that right hand several times. It was very nice.
By submission.
And then she came, Nunes landed the right hand several times, and as soon as Anderson felt that fucking power, baby, she ran in for a sloppy takedown, and Nunes took her ass down and reversed it. Yeah. And gets on full mount and has a nasty arm bar to go. Takes the fucking arm as a trophy.
Yup.
On another level, Nunes, no one's got her belt. No one's going to take her belt. The only challenge is Valentina Shevchenko.
Thank you. Yeah, that was great. It was a cool main event, or cool co-main event, I'm sorry. But it was nice to see just whatever.
It was good. Actually, I really loved seeing the brutality of it.
Yeah, it was
like
great.
A flawless victory.
It was cool.
But moving on.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Yeah, I think it was time to say, it's time! the main event of the evening. John Blachowicz versus Israel, the stylebender Adesanya.
Why is Conor McGregor coming
for
out?
the light heavyweight belt. Oh my, was this a great technical
my goodness,
battle?
sir.
The technical battle of all ages, to be honest. And bang, dude, this was hard to judge. It was hard to score until near the end. But the beginning was so close. We had Adesanya throwing those feints, throwing the movement, showing Blachowicz who's better at the bend into the style. But Blachowicz stayed calm under the pressure and picked his shots wisely.
He was able to find the calmness.
Yeah, never got over
on.
aggressive, never fell for the strikes too much. But it was pretty closely contested. For the first 3 rounds, it was pretty back and forth.
I had Adesanya winning a couple of those rounds, man. Those other rounds, I thought Adesanya was doing great. Can I shoot one of my flaws of Adesanya's game plan or game fight, whatever? His head movement was not on point as it usually is, because during the later rounds, Jan was finding a home with that jab. You know what I'm saying? Like just a simple jab. I'm just like, and Adesanya's, his arms were so spread out, which they usually are, but his head was so stationary. You know, it's just like, what is going on right here? Like, why are you eating these unnecessary punches? Like, you're better than this, Israel. You are so much better than this. I was very irritated about that aspect, but
I think Adesanya had a great game plan, but his feints weren't working as much as they usually do, and Blachowicz
just call him Jan.
Jan Blachowicz did not fall for. He didn't overcommit on his strikes, and his jab did look clean, which I was impressed by because he has a clean jab as well as Adesanya. Their jabs were very well matched, and I think Adesanya was expecting Jan to come forward more off his feints, but Jan would just counter or meet him with a jab instead of coming forward with 3 or 4 strikes. He would meet him, you know?
Yeah.
And Jan's reach not that far off. He's a big guy, and Jan just played patient and calm. Now, the first 3 rounds could easily go either way, in my opinion. Like, there was, some good strike. Jan definitely had a power advantage.
Well, Israel was really landing some good shots. Like, some of them even staggered Jan, if I'm so bold to say. Jan looked staggered at certain points, but the staggeredness didn't linger with the Jan.
Well, let's not forget that one nice right hand Jan landed that almost put Izzy on his ass.
I mean,
and I don't even know how. That was some matrix shit because he was so low to the ground. He didn't fall, but he was close.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I believe Izzy had the right game plan. Izzy, he had the right game plan, and it was working. I think till the 4th round is when Jan recognized he was gassing. Jan was fading out. Izzy was somewhat fading, but he still had more energy than Jan in the tank, and Izzy was actually outstriking him near the end in the 4th. So Jan had to switch it up and take him down.
Yup.
And Izzy had nothing for it.
He could have, but he was too tired. He was just too tired. It's not that he was exhausted. He was just the right amount of tiredness to not be able to get up.
Right. And maybe it had something to do with because the first 3 rounds there was no takedown attempts. And in the 4th,
maybe that was the strategy all along.
Yeah, you get comfortable. And once Jan took him down, it was just overpowered.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was a complete demolishing. It wasn't complete domination. I mean to say,
it's where it showed the weight class, though. The weight class actually definitely showed in that part.
Yeah, but I feel like part of me thinks if there was a rematch, if there would be a rematch, even though Israel said in the post-fight interview that he's going to go back down in 185 and start, messing people up again, which I wholeheartedly have confident that he could own everyone in that division. Yeah, I will agree with you that it showed the difference in sizes and, whatever, but I will agree with it and not agree with it because I think in a rematch, I think things could be different.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if they stayed on the feet, Izzy was about to win that fight, the 4th, 5th. He was actually looking pretty good on the feet. It's the fact that Jan understood he had to take it down.
Yeah.
And I think Izzy might got too comfortable on the feet and wasn't expecting that.
Well, he got too comfortable because he
was
wasn't using his great head movement that he's known for, and his stance was kind of
it was a little flatter,
a little lackluster.
Yeah, I think because do you think the weight adding on more weight kind of slowed him down a little bit?
Well, no, because he didn't bulk up or anything. Yeah, he came out it's 205, right?
Yeah, he came out 200 pounds.
200 pounds.
Still 15 pounds without cutting weight. What Jan said was he expected him to be faster but not as strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's a fair statement,
Yeah.
Because Izzy didn't look as quick as he usually is. He looked like he was hitting him pretty hard.
Yeah, true that. I will say this though. Israel didn't look as fast. I'll give you that. He didn't look as fast for sure. I still I don't foresee a rematch happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
But if there was going to be one, I do see the result ending differently because I would expect this. We saw Israel kind of doing a fair amount of volume of punches and strikes.
Yeah.
I would assume that he would lessen that and save a little more energy for that takedown. You know what I'm saying? Use more kicks. He didn't use a lot of kicks.
No. Hold on.
Hey, slow down there, bucko. He didn't use a lot of kicks in the sense that, distances wise. He was throwing head kicks, but Jan was dodging every single one of them.
Well, and not only the head kicks, he threw a lot of leg kicks, which I was scared of, but Jan was checking a lot of those leg kicks.
Yeah.
And those add up, dude. Those checks add up. And I think that was a downfall for Izzy because he did get checked. And he said when he hit the ground, his legs burnt out. And probably from all the checks. Because honestly, he threw great leg kicks, but Jan was so patient, defensive. He was able to counter with the checks, counter with the right hands, left hooks. And Jan just played. I think he outsmarted Izzy.
No,
and it's hard
calm
to say.
down.
He did. He came the checks came forward, would pay off, and in the later rounds he knew he was getting outstruck. Izzy was actually beating him in the striking game. If it would have kept striking and never hit the ground, I think Izzy would have won. But Jan had to take him down.
Yeah,
and he outsmarted him just a little, just by a tad.
I'll accept that.
By a tad, he outsmarted him. And I was telling you, Jan's not just Polish power, He is being way more technical. He is thinking in there a lot more than
he is. But can I say something?
Go ahead.
This is my another gripe about the fans. Probably mainly casuals. But people saying, "Oh, this solidifies Jan as being a great light heavyweight champion," and Israel's just a mouth talker and shit. It's bro. Come on.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Come
because we already know all John Jones is the best, and if he beats John Jones, that's the only way he can solidify that.
Dude,
but
John Jones would wreck.
But look, dude, he took out Reyes pretty fucking handily, and Jones in it, and he fucking took out. He didn't take out Adesanya, but he outplayed him.
Barely,
and it was a great fight, and I would watch it again.
Would you, in a rematch, hypothetically, in a rematch, do you see it going the same way? Not technically how the fight went, but do you think the same outcome would?
I think it'd be a tougher one because Adesanya is definitely working on his takedown defense or see it coming at least.
See, I don't see it. I see Israel winning a rematch if it was to happen, hands down. I'll
Jan didn't look bad at all, though.
I'm not saying he looked bad, but he was getting caught. He was getting landed on.
Fourth round and fifth.
He surprised me about dodging the head kicks, and Israel's a world-class kickboxer.
That's what I was saying. Kickboxing, he would have beat Jan's ass, but it's because there's a takedown difference, and he was able to throw him off with it. Yeah. That's what won the fight. Honestly, if it was just straight striking, Israel was winning it.
Well, I think overall fight experience, it goes to Israel.
Yeah.
Because as of the stat that I read that night to now, Israel is 100 wins, and this is going with kickboxing, boxing, and UFC,
But MMA
and MMA. Israel's 100 wins, 7
And this
losses.
is the first
Come
loss
on,
of
dog.
Israel. There's nothing bad about it. It was a close fight.
And it's a move
But
up in weight class.
He had a guy that was patient enough to read him and wait for the right time.
Yeah.
And it was just a very brilliant game plan, to be honest. It was, if any, like Costa was fucking dumb. He just got ate up.
Okay, so this brings me to a question. So do you think middleweights are going to look at that fight and be like,
No,
that's how you
no,
do it?
no.
And I think they'd. What do you think?
I think everybody's fucked the middleweight set. I want to get my boy Vittori. So I'll give him a shot. But everybody else, I'm gonna go with your boy. The only Shuby bet I'll bet middleweight is that Vittori one.
Speaking of Shubies, I am no longer undefeated in the Shuby game. I had to drink a beer. I don't even drink beer. And that was I had to drink a beer out of my shoe. And you know what?
Finally did it, guys.
Everyone was recording and shit. And I watched the recording. Your pops is in the background. Was like, look at him. He took it all down. That's respect
he
right
called
there.
It a shoe dick. I was like, what?
Dude, all I remember is hearing your dad in the recording saying, "That's respect right there." And I was like, "Yeah,
it is respect." And you know what?
Man, I did the Shuby better than your ass did.
We had 2 online, but Steve was man enough to say we can postpone it,
man,
DQ, and make way for the a real decision.
Oh my goodness!
But dude, hey, I respect you, brother, for taking that Shuby.
Hey, man.
It was a well-deserved one. At least both mine were. It was brutal knockouts. So I mean, you had a fight that
I had a fighting chance.
You had a fighting chance. It was a badass fight.
Yeah.
And nothing against fucking
Israel,
because
dude, he handled his own. I don't care.
Honestly, I can't talk shit about it.
Can you stop just going against my guy?
I said Vittori and now Jan are my only. Vittori and Jan.
First it was Whitaker, then it's Costa, then Romero, and now
Vittori
all of a sudden,
Jan.
I respect him. Oh, except for Vittori. Except for when he fights Vittori, I'm gonna have to go with Vittori.
How can you not respect the guy? He went up a weight, went against Killer. Jan just fucking used his brain in that fight.
Barely.
And it was close.
It was close.
You're right. If the takedowns weren't there, it would have been a different story.
I guarantee you in a rematch, they'd be different.
But don't forget that 5th round, very last seconds, fucking Jan was on top of him full mount swinging.
Yeah.
It would have not ended well.
But you know what? Jan's ground game wasn't great. Jan's ground and pound wasn't great.
It would not have ended well if it went
It wasn't great.
So the MMA world is different from the kickboxing world.
Whatever. His ground and pound still wasn't phenomenal.
It wasn't. But that last round, the last 10 seconds, bro.
He wasn't knocking him out, dog.
It was great.
It was knocking him out.
You know what? It was awesome. I'm so glad. If it got me pumped, baby. I'm fucking ready for this year. This shit got me hot. This was like the hottest card so far. But let's not take away for the next card. We're gonna go over UFC 260 now, and we got Ngannou versus Stipe Miocic 2, baby. Baby, the heavyweight showdown of the fucking century, baby.
This is the end all be all for Stipe. If Stipe wins this, no one. I mean, wait, hold up, scratch it. Sorry, if Stipe beats Ngannou again, Stipe's gonna have to fight John Jones.
I don't give a fuck. He's still the greatest heavyweight of all time.
John Jones gonna fucking mop up.
If Stipe beats Ngannou again, he's the greatest heavyweight of all time. John Jones has to make
until John Jones whoops Stipe's ass, and he's gonna clean out the division.
Oh, we'll see.
Mark my
words. So next
words.
light heavyweight fight too. By the way, before we forget it, Glover Teixeira, Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah,
that's the next one.
That has to be the next one.
And then we have Stipe and Ngannou and Jones in the lurking.
Yeah.
But let's not forget another fight on the 260.
What?
You didn't hear about it?
I think I saw.
Ortega versus
Volkanovski.
Yeah,
dude,
baby.
Man,
we're getting fucking spoiled this year, baby.
T-City, baby.
Damn.
Come get that shit, homie.
We got a great podcast coming up.
Come get that.
We got T-City. I might have the Aussie. We'll see, though. And we got the fucking Ngannou versus Miocic 2, baby. Come and fucking check us out on the next podcast.
And make sure to follow us on the YouTube and the IG. And, comment, like, subscribe. Say, Devin, you a fool thinking that the rematch wouldn't be any different. Maybe, or you tell me I'm stupid for thinking it would be. I don't know. Who knows? Just let us know. Comment. We love the comments, and we'll always fucking write back.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Because guess what? It's not the MMA Neighborhood without you. I'm Steven.
I'm Devin.
And we will
see you guys next time. Yo Chick versus Ngannou 2, baby. Let's get it. You guys have a great night.
Yo, T-City, baby.
Woo!